When I run it, ain't no stopping on the rest. Down said, hey, kick a play, then I make a catch. 5,000 ones in an hour, I'ma make a play. I just made a mess.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, they go play action here. Mon. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Past the 20. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there on the catch and run. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mon looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Detroit. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 7.
He's brought down by William Jackson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert.
At the 34-yard line.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Back on by William Jackson. It's a gain of 9.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
They'll try it now with Swift. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mond. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Mond. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Washington 14, Lions nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view. And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mon now off of play action. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this one is incomplete. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. 2nd and 20. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mond out of the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up. But he trusted his defense. Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline. We'll see what his offense can do. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do now. Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Pulled in at the 24. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, Justin Herbert looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And all the way down to the 12.
Let's go.
A big play there for Detroit.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Lions 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Taking a shot for Samuel.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
It's the Washington 28, Lions 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll fake the handoff now, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here's a give to Gibson.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to go up top again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. 66 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Broken tackle, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
2nd and 11. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Fighting through at the 25, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Washington,
they cap off an unbeaten season, though not quite a perfect season, as they finish 16-0-1.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Detroit,
they had bigger things on their mind, apparently, the playoffs, as they will finish the regular season with a 4